I want to be very clear that, like most Americans, I am ready to help. I'm hoping for the best for the president-elect, but part of that willingness to help, and I've even been over to the transition to talk to them, part of that willingness to help is to speak out when something is amiss, so the president-elect hears that. And having your children in official meetings of the transition, mixing the Trump family business and the official business of the United States is a terrible idea. It does create an appearance of a conflict, and it started when the president-elect, in his first official meeting with a head of state, with Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, the pictures come out, and Ivanka is sitting right there in the meeting. When she's doing business in Japan, that sends a signal that the government doors are going to be open for private business, and that is a recipe for disaster. We see all over the world serious allegations of corruption when the so-called princelings, when the kids are involved. So for the sake of the president-elect, for the sake of the country, and for all of our sakes, he's going to be all our president, he ought to build a big, beautiful wall separating the official business of the United States from his family business. And the kids do not belong in that room.
I was just going to ask, so how do you do that? So he should not have family members running the business. Is this what you are telling them inside Trump Tower? And would you say that the president-elect is receptive? The fact that you've been over there talking to him, that he has been tweeting, there will be no deals made during his administration. I mean, clearly they're trying to tackle this issue.
We did find a receptive, polite audience when we traveled before the election. I represented a bipartisan group. Everything that I'm doing is bipartisan. It's supported by Democrats and Republicans alike. In fact, the plan that I've articulated with my Republican Bush administration counterpart, the Bush ethics czar for a blind trust, has been embraced by the Wall Street Journal editorial page and the New York Post. And what we said when we traveled here in D.C. to transition headquarters over on Pennsylvania Avenue, a few blocks from the White House, before the election, we presented them with a basket of ideas to build this wall, not a border wall, an ethics firewall separating a good practice from trouble. And having these kids mixed up in things is nothing but a recipe for trouble. Now, I will say that the president-elect, I'm ready to go to Trump Tower in a bipartisan fashion. I'll bring a Republican with me. I will say that the president-elect has taken some baby steps in admitting. First, he said he had no conflict. Then he said in a tweet, well, maybe I have a visual. I don't want to have any visual conflicts. So he admits that there's the appearance of a conflict. And most recently, he said no new deals. But that only means brand new projects. It doesn't, there's a constant deal flow in his existing deals. So we've seen some Twitter baby steps. But what we need is a giant leap into what every president has done for the past 4 decades: independent trustee and a true blind trust, and a strong wall between the family business and the business of the United States.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.